Hey everybody, it's Allison again, stlprostretch.com. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Today we're going to be working through a basic stretch routine. It won't take too long, maybe 10 minutes or so. Rules: if something hurts, stop doing it, so never work through pain. Rule number 2 is that this is resistance stretching, so we're always moving and we're always resisting. So the muscle is contracting while it's lengthening. And rule number 3, always work within your range of motion. So if you see me going really far with my stretches, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go that far. It may just be a couple of inches range of motion. So always listen to your body and listen to that muscle. It'll tell you. All right, let's come down to the mat. I've got a yoga block here for my head. I may use it, I may not. I'm going to start without it. Take my arms out to the side and rock my knees from side to side. Snap, crackle, pop. Again, working through your range of motion. And then I'm going to take one foot out to the side. We're going to start with the lateral quad stretch, the supine version. So left foot goes out to the side, 45-degree angle away from your body, at least a 90-degree bend in your knee, and then cross the right ankle over. I'm going to push my ankle into the knee, and the knee, so my ankle is going to go out, my knee is going to go that way. So that's how we hook the two together. They are pushing against each other. As you do that, you're going to rotate the knee in as far as you can, and then rotate the knee out. The entire time, the ankle is pressing into the knee, and the knee is pressing back into the ankle. This is a great way to start to learn to stretch your quads. If your hip pops up, just try to minimize that. It's okay if your hip pops up a lot. Just try to engage your core to keep that from happening so much. You'll get a better stretch. And for those of you super flexible people, you can also play around with bringing your heel closer to your bum. So that's going to give you a lot more quad stretch if you are craving that. And as you can see, you're getting, or feel, you should be able to feel, as you move out, you're getting a glute stretch. And we're going to take that glute stretch. Right now, we're going to do a little deeper stretch. So I'd like to lift both your legs. Take your hands through the hole that you've created and wrap your hands around the back of the thigh. You may need a strap to do this. If you are not flexible enough, just take that strap, pull it through, and hold like that, okay? So we've got the back of the leg. I'm pushing my ankle out again into the knee. And as I push, I'm going to push, 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 and my upper body's just going to be like dead weight. And I'm just going to let my upper body come along for the ride. That's your resistance. Keep pushing the ankle into the thigh, and then let your upper body win. Bend your elbows, and now it's pulling you back. So forward and back. Little glute stretch. It might get into your lateral hamstring too, depending on how tight you are. And then we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to do that same stretch. Bring my right foot out to the side, 45-degree angle, cross my left ankle over, at least a 90-degree bend in the right knee. Push the ankle, left ankle out, knee pushes open, hook them so that they're pressing into each other, and then rotate in and open. And again, if you want that deeper stretch, you're going to bring this ankle in toward your hip. And then we'll go into the glute stretch on the second side. So you're going to lift both your legs, left ankle crossed over the right thigh. Take your left hand through the hole or strap. Hook your hands. I'm pushing the left ankle out. So the left ankle is pushing out the entire time we are doing this stretch. You're going to push it to engage the glute, and it's going to bring you forward. The upper body's just coming along for the ride. It's dead weight. And then I'm going to keep pushing that left ankle into the right thigh and let my upper body win and pull back into the stretch. That's a good stretch for me. So some people, they like to go to the extreme. Once your hips pop up off the ground and start rolling, then you're not really stretching your glutes anymore. You're just stretching your sacrum and your low back, and that's fine if it feels good, but I would say if you're trying to stretch your glutes, then I would just not let the hips come up. Then we're going to do a little central hamstring. This is kind of a mishmash of all kinds of stretches. So bring your right knee into your chest. You're going to kick your foot up toward your head, point and flex your foot. We want the knee to stay close to you and not move away, so pull the knee in and just leave it there. And if your leg doesn't straighten all the way, that's fine. Point and flex the foot. And then circle the foot around one direction and circle it back the other direction. And then switch legs. So left knee pulls into the chest, nice and tight. Kick the foot up toward your head, point and flex. Circle the foot around. And then circle back. Then we're going to move back to the first leg. I'm going to lift my leg up, and you could use a strap around your foot to do this one if you want to. You don't have to. This is kind of borrowed from Pilates. I'm going to lift my chest, grab hold of the back of the thigh. You don't necessarily want it to be the knee, but it could be. I'm going to grab the back of the calf, not the thigh. And I'm going to push my heel down toward the ground. So I've got my hands gripped around. I'm going to push the heel down and then keep pushing down and let my upper body pull the leg back. So I'm pushing down, and now I'm going to let my upper body win just dead weight of the upper body and pull it back. Play around with pointing the toe when you do this, or flexing the foot. You may get different sensations. And then switch legs. So again, either the strap around the foot, so that would look like this. It's still a good stretch, all of it. Or lift the chest, grab the back of the calf, push down with the heel, and then let the upper body just pull the leg back until you feel a stretch, and then move forward again. The strap is really useful for you people that have really tight hamstrings and calves, and just grabbing your calf would be almost impossible. And then again, play around with pointing the toe. And flexing the foot. Again, I'm always moving and always resisting. I am not holding these stretches right now, because this method of stretching is just far more effective and stays with you so much longer. It's basically like strength training, using negatives. Powerful stuff. Okay, I think that about does it for today. Just a quick beginner stretch. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Happy stretching.